have the brothers of the 2nd District of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated Fatherhood Initiative. We have Mr. Donald Williams, Jeff Diggs, and Sean Radcliffe. Welcome to the show, fellas. Come on. But I really want to talk about what's happening with the state of fatherhood, and who's responsible for where we are. Like, how did we get here and things like that. But first, I want you guys to tell us about your initiative. Tell us about what you're doing. Let people know what it is you're doing in the community.
First of all, I just want to thank you, Stacy, for having us here.
Oh, absolutely.
And the real husbands of Largo.
That's right.
Thank you.
That's right. Oh, I forgot. I had to tell you guys. You with the husband.
Yeah. And what we appreciate that you're lending the voice, giving men a voice to talk about real issues. And so we are excited to be here to launch our newest initiative under the 2nd District Fatherhood and Mentoring. A little bit of background, we have about 200 college-educated men. We have about 80 chapters across 5 states that are impacting communities of New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, and Maryland.
And all of these are within the initiative.
That's correct.
That's amazing.
And our charge is to help men help their children grow into strong adults. And so I brought some friends today. Before I introduce the friends here, on behalf of the 35th District Representative Sherman L. Charles and the men of the mighty 2nd District, we bring you greetings, and we're excited about this partnership.
Absolutely.
The work we do in the community is important to us.
Yeah,
it's meaningful.
Absolutely. And I want to let it be known that we're going to have them back once a month for the next few months to talk about what's going on in that fatherhood initiative. Because when it comes to fatherhood, like, that's a big deal for us. Husbands, fathers, and friends. That's what we call ourselves, And we like to have fun. We like to talk about topics and have a good time. But I like to really tie that into what's going on in the community. And that's why it's so good to have you here and talking about this, because we want our viewers, we wanted to be on everybody's minds that, we can talk about issues, but let's do something about issues. And having you here, you guys actually doing things in the community, that really says a lot. And I think it's a good example for the people who watch us and, people who hear our voice. So it's good to have you here. But tell us what kinds of things are you actually doing or getting involved with?
Well, we got 2 chapters here that are doing some great work, incredible success stories with men. Chapter Muro out of Annapolis, and I'll let him introduce himself. And then we have another chapter out of Montgomery County.
Okay.
A new chapter, our home chapter here, that we're excited and proud about, doing the real work, uplifting men, celebrating men who are responsible. So I'll turn it over to them.
Okay. Well,
get the mic.
I'll jump out here first. My name is Jeff Diggs. I'm with Miro Chapter, Annapolis, Maryland.
Okay.
Our primary function started out, we were approached by government, Anne Arundel County Department of Social Services, to help with their issues of fathers and delinquent child support.
Whoa.
And so,
and that's a big deal.
That's a big deal. It is, and so we have these weekly meetings with the fathers to come in, and if it's employment, we work to try to build skills, find employers who will hire these fathers to get in there. Sometimes they may have a record. That gets in the way. We connected with another foundation that actually comes in, and for those fathers who qualify, they will pay for the expungements.
Wow.
Back out there in the field.
That's big.
To work.
That's a major thing.
And then try to build those relationships. There's various reasons why. We hear them all. This is why the fathers are not paying child support. Right. Not in the home. But as men, we can have those conversations.
In those meetings.
Yes.
You mentioned expungement.
Yes.
And I know that sometimes that gets in the way of having a job and being able to, things being on your record, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And having a job and being able to provide. There's this, in talking about this article and Breitbart, which is a conservative website, and they're saying that it's not the system, it's it starts in the home. Do you think that the system has a part to play in what's going on as far as men, not really being involved or being separated? Because expungement, that means you've been locked up, and we know that there are offenses that, like, if you have a drug charge, that's major, but if you have something like marijuana and you can get locked up, and you locked up for a long time over something that seems small, versus in another community, that might not be an issue for you. You know what I mean? Do you think that the system has a part to play, or is it more
there is a great deal with the 13th Amendment abolished slavery, except if you commit a crime.
If you commit a crime, that's right. That's right.
So,
a lot of people forget that.
So in comes the private prison system. The majority of the fish we buy are
that's right.
from prison farms.
That's right.
A lot of the crops, a lot of the foods, there's a lot in industry. So
that's right.
This explains why these guys with minor charges get a lot of time.
Yeah.
And coupled with, you have a system that's built against these black males. Well, we have this sense of responsibility. I've got to take care of my child. And if it means that I got to go out there and sell some weed. Well, doggone it, to me, right now in the state of Maryland, I think the first dispensary is opening up.
It's today?
I think it's today.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And so, one of the heights.
It's Capitol Heights.
Capitol Heights.
Yeah.
District Heights. I think.
Really?
Yeah. So, but if the little guy on the street corner is selling weed, he goes to jail.
Right.
You pay $125,000 for a license, you sell all you want.
And see, economically, right there, that is the system at play.
Exactly.
In my mind, that's the system at play. I don't want to monopolize the time with just talking about that, because especially we limited on time. But I want to give the gentleman on the end a chance to talk about what you're doing, and how the guys in your now are you a part of the Mu chapter? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm part of Mu chapter. Sean Ratliff. And basically what we did is we took a page out of Jeff's book and really kind of took the blueprint and said, hey, we want to go ahead and start an initiative as well. But what we did was we actually partnered with the HOC out in Montgomery County. And so they have a program that they've actually got going. Shout out to Ed Powell. He actually runs a program. And so we met with Ed. We said, hey, we want to get in and try to figure out how can we partner with you. And we actually set something up, and the program is we bring brothers in to the particular program. And so there's also fathers that are in there. Now the fathers are in there because they're getting from the federal government. I'm sorry, from the state government. And so what we do is we come on in, we give guidance to the individuals that are attending the class. And so, for example, they'll come in, they'll see us all out in the purple and gold. They'll say, yeah, these individuals, they, something kind of special about them.
Yeah.
And so we go in and we just talk about our experiences.
Yeah.
And, and our good experiences, but also our bad experiences.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like a brotherhood inside there, where we can just kind of talk as men and just talk about our experiences. And so something that's we found very useful. They kind of get to hear things from different angles, and again, sharing those experiences, the good and the bad.
Yeah.
That's where we really kind of learn.
Yeah.
Take those lessons learned away.
Are you when you're sharing those experiences, are you finding that you are having to retrain or teach things that are all new, retrain? Are you dealing with people who have just no concept of how to properly be in their families' lives and, in their children's lives? Or are you dealing with men who know better, but they just, they got off course? Because I'm kind of getting at, today and how we got there. And I know we can't, talk, we don't have enough time to talk it all the way through, but do we have a generation of men who just don't know how to be fathers?
We
ain't ready for that.
Great question.
Yeah.
And I think there are. I think there are a lot who just do not know.
Yeah.
Some who are afraid to go out there and they're afraid that they may fail at it.
Yeah.
And then there had their street lawyers. That's advice.
Street lawyers. You know what? I talked on the phone to these guys. I kept hearing that concept. I love that. I don't remember if it was. I heard it, but I don't remember which one of you guys was saying street lawyers.
Yeah.
Explain that.
Well, for instance, we had a guy that came in and he said that he knew for a fact. In fact, he was in the Department of Social Service. He told me he knew for a fact. Once you have 10 children, you no longer have to pay child support.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
So you told him that he did not have to pay child support. Like, well, I don't know what state you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, you about to be in a state of pain is what you about to be in. You about to be hurt real bad.
It was gospel.
But did you realize how detrimental that is? So I'll go out and 2, 3 more just so I can skate by on taking care of the others.
Yes.
You know, and we got, you know, I actually heard a guy talking about how he would go and he would have sex with women and he would open the condom and he would act like he was putting it on, but he's sticking on his thumb, and he would go and get these women pregnant. You know, that kind of stuff is going on. And you know, that's why I'm really glad, you know, because I've been a part of these types of things, these initiatives. That's why I'm really glad that you guys are out there. And I really appreciate that you're doing what you're doing, and I'm glad that we'll be able to, you know, have more of this conversation and you guys back out again. It's an absolute pleasure. I want you to give it up for the gentleman of Omega Sound. Yeah. And everybody watching, I want to thank you guys for tuning in with us tonight. Thank you for everybody who shared, who commented. I know we didn't get to many of your comments. It's different. We had a new setup. We got new stuff going on. We're working all that out. But I want to thank you for tuning in. If it's your first time, make sure you follow us at Real Husbands of Largo. You can go to realhusbandsoflargo.com and check us out. Go to all our social media. If you want to book the husbands or you want to book Stace the Speaker, just hit us up, man, at Real Husbands of Largo, at Stace the Speaker, or 301-744-7877. Oh, we promote on here, baby. That's what But once again, thank everybody for tuning in. You know these husbands, we love that.
Yeah. Yes.